is Johanna from Auguste Knit. Welcome to my fifth knitting podcast. Today I'm planning to show you what I'm currently knitting. I have some or two new designs that I'm working on, and then I'm also working on my gold sweater that I showed you or that I had already started in my last episode. I'm also going to tell you about my knitting plans for this month of October, and I'm actually releasing two new knitting patterns in October, so I'm going to tell you a bit more about those as well. And also I'm sharing with you some plans I have to cast on some new designs. So I hope that you will enjoy watching this podcast, maybe get some knitting done while watching. That's what I usually do myself while I knit. I love watching these kind of podcasts on YouTube while I knit. So I hope that you will enjoy this podcast and get some knitting done at the same time. So I'm going to start by telling you about what I'm wearing today. This is not a newly released pattern. It was released earlier in the winter this year. It's called the Heavenly Sweater. I have been wearing this sweater a lot. I just love how it fits and how it feels, and it's really nice just to throw on. So I have been loving my Heavenly sweater. As you can see, it's knitted in brioche. I knitted this using 5mm needles. It has like a dropped shoulder design, and the sleeves, I don't know if you can see it here, but slightly oversized sleeves, and they have a really nice draping to them, and then a polo neck and some, I don't know if you can see it, some nice shoulder details. You start by knitting the upper part of the back and do increases for the shoulders. Then you pick up stitches for both fronts that you knit separately, and then after you have finished the back and the fronts, then you join together and knit in the round and pick up stitches for the sleeves and then for the collar. And I'm actually planning to, or I have already started knitting another Heavenly sweater, and I'm planning to do like a regular collar for that one, so maybe add that one as an option for the pattern, because I know that not everyone wants to have a polo neck. Maybe they think it's itchy. I can tell you also a bit more about the yarn that I have used for this sweater. The yarn is from Pasquale, and I have it here. I have had some leftover yarn. I used their Manada yarn. It's mohair, silk and yak merino blend. so a bit different. It has 45% mohair, 25% mulberry silk, 15% yak wool, and 15% virgin wool. And this is the color 200, and I paired it with Merino Baby, and this 100% virgin wool, merino wool, and this is the color 300. And I must say that I have been really happy with these yarns for this sweater. It's I knitted it with 5mm needles, and this have, even if I have worn this a lot, and it's knitted in brioche stitch, it hasn't stretched out. And I have even washed this in the washing machine. I was a bit lazy because I have been wearing it so much that I felt that it needed to be washed. So I washed it using the wool program, and I was maybe not surprised, but really surprised that it didn't stretch, not a bit, and it was just really nice, just as it was when I finished it. So I'm really happy about these yarns, and I would really recommend them. And if you would be interested in knitting the Heavenly sweater, the pattern is now minus 20% in my Ravelry store, so I will link it here below so you can access the pattern. So now I'm going to tell you more about my new designs that I will release this month. I have shown you them all already here in my latest episode, but now I will show you the Edvins Beanie. I finished my second sample of the Edvins Beanie that I knitted in Knitting for Olive Merino in the color Marzipan, held together with silk mohair in the color Cloud, and I really love this color. And as you can see, it's a cabled beanie, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. This is the child or junior size. You start by casting on a turbo or cast on, and then do some ribbing, and then you start knitting the cable pattern. I have designed this one together with my son. It's called Edvins Beanie, and it comes in 3 sizes, a child size, adult S, and adult M, and it has now been test knitted, and the pattern is pretty much ready to be released. So I'm really excited to release this pattern, and I'm actually planning to cast on another one really soon. I can show you the yarn that I'm planning to use. I'm using this combination. This is the Knitting for Olive Merino in the color Marzipan that I happen to have in my yarn stash, and I'm combining it with Gepard Kid Sita. This is the color Cafe Latte. It's the same color I have used for a mohair sweater that I knitted from my book, the Ostiglia sweater. So I was really happy to see that my local yarn store had this color, because I have been loving that sweater in this color. So I'm knitting a hat in this same, and I think that this will be a really nice yarn or color combination. And then of course I will also release the pattern for the pas de deux, bolero and top. I can insert a photo here of the top and bolero. It's a twin set combining or consisting of a separate knitted top and a bolero that you can wear both together or separately. And they have now been test knitted, and the test knitting went really well. There were really no issues in the patterns, and I'm really happy about that. So it will be really ready for release really soon. So I'm really happy about releasing that pattern. I have been wearing it quite much already, and I love that you can like have options for both wearing the top separately and also the bolero, and of course wearing them both together as well. So now I will move on telling you about my current whips that I'm working on. And the first one is this gold sweater that I casted on a couple of weeks ago. I have now separated the sleeves and knitted the body. For this one I'm using Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair in the undyed color. I really love this color. It's like a nice white color, not too yellow, but also not like too bright white. So I really love this kind of natural white color. I'm now working on the first sleeve, and I have added a silk scarf here, so you can see how it will look. I really love like this color combination. It's a bit creased in the scarf now when it has been in my project bag. I will iron it later, but I really love how this one is turning out. And this pattern for the gold sweater is available both in my book Dreamy Knits and also as a separate pattern in my Ravelry store. So I will link it down below so you can access it if you're interested in knitting the gold sweater. I'm actually planning to wear this during the upcoming holiday season because I think that it's really good combining with some nice skirts, some satin skirts or drapey skirts. So I'm planning to get it finished before that, so I will have a nice kind of festive mohair sweater. And now I will show you some new designs that I'm working on. This one is I think this will be called Poesy cardigan. This is actually my second attempt in knitting this one. As I told you about it in my last podcast episode as well. I forgot the first one because I weren't really happy with how it turned out. Now I think this one feels much better. The first one was too thick when I was using 2 strands of alpaca by Linkulla Spinnery that I'm using for this design. But now I decided to combine it with some mohair, so I'm using 1 strand of alpaca and 1 strand of mohair instead, and it feels so much better already. I can show you, I haven't come so far yet, but I can show you a glimpse on how it will look like. So this will be a cardigan. I have now knitted the front and joined it. I just started to join the body. And here I will pick up stitches for the sleeves. And I knit, it's knitted in brioche, as you can see, and then it has like this double knitted button band here in the front, and the back looks a bit different. I actually started with knitting the back panel or upper back panel like vertically, so it looks like this with some shapings for the shoulder and neckline, and then I picked up stitches here for the body, and then I'm going to pick up stitches around the neckline to do like a collar, like shirt collar for it. And I also have some nice plans for the hem, so I can show you a bit later, because I'm not 100% sure right now how I'm going to do it, so I will not tell you about it right now. So stay tuned, so I will tell you about how this design will evolve. But this is the start of the Poesy cardigan. I really love this color. Color combination is also great with the mohair. And then I have actually 3 whips right now. This one is my skirt. Let's see if it fits here in the screen. This is my skirt. I show you the unboxing of the yarn in my latest podcast episode. It was this Saia wool merino sock held together with silk mohair in the color honeysuckle white. And this is how far I've come in a couple of weeks. I started from the hem. I did this really beautiful picot hem detail, and then I just finished the first row of pleats. Don't know if you can see it right now. I will try to get it here in the screen. I will press down the pleats so they will be more visible after I have finished this skirt, but I love how it looks so far. And I will continue with doing like a band, like for waistband here in stockinette stitch, and adding like ribbon, elastic ribbon here inside so that the shape will be really nice. And it's like a bit shorter skirt, but you can of course knit it as long as you want. Just continue before you do the pleats. I don't actually have a name for it yet, so if you have some suggestions for names, please let me know in the comment section below. What would be a good name for a pleated skirt? And this one I think will also be great for wearing during the festive season. It has a really nice vibe to it, but I think it also could be good just wearing in the office with some black tights. So just let me know what you think. I'm really happy with it so far, and I love this color, and I love how it drapes and I can't wait to get it finished so that I can try it on, and I will show you how it is turning out. So this is my skirt. I have now used almost 200 grams of mohair and 100 grams of 200 grams of merino and 100 grams of mohair, and I'm knitting size S, so it's really nice. Now I'm going to tell you about a design idea I have for an upcoming pattern. I picked up some yarn for it already from my local yarn store called Snurre. Here is the yarn. I'm using Isager Alpaca 2. Focus on it, maybe not. Here, in this really beautiful brown color. This is actually the undyed colorway, and the color it's the Eco line 100% undyed, but the color number is E8S. But I really like this color, and I'm combining it with Isager silk mohair in the color, let's see, 6. So it's a bit lighter than the alpaca, but I'm sure it will be a good match. So I'm planning to knit like a knitted vest with these ones. I was inspired by those vests, so I have seen them in the high street that are like open on the sides, and then you have these ribbons that you tie on the sides, so you can use it also as like a color when it's really cold outside, and also of course as a vest over like long-sleeved shirt. I can put in some pictures of how I imagine it to look, but I will, of course, as I always do, or I have some idea how to make a little bit of a twist to the pattern. So I'm really excited to soon, hopefully, cast on my knitted vest pattern. I think I will do it only in one size, as it will be open on the sides, so it will fit a lot of different sizes, because you can, like with the ribbons, you can tie it as tight as you want or as loose as you want. So I haven't written the pattern yet, but I have made some measurements, so I'm soon going to sit down and write down the pattern and start knitting. So I will also show you my progress here as I will start knitting, and also in my Instagram, of course. Another plan that I have, or actually it was like something that yesterday actually just popped into my mind, and then in the evening I just sat down in my on my computer and started to write the pattern, and I have almost written the whole pattern now. So it was really a fast pattern, like fast idea that I wanted to start knitting as soon as possible. So I just decided to write down the pattern, and I'm actually planning on using this leftover yarn that I got from my, or will get from my skirt once I have finished it. And I'm planning to do a knitted hood. I really love using hoods during the winter, or now it's getting colder here in Helsinki also. It's windy and it's like 12 degrees, so you need something warm on your head. And I really like wearing a hood, as it goes over your hair, but don't get the hair messy or so. So I am actually planning to do a hood combined with a scarf. So I will start with knitting the hood from the top, and then combine it with a scarf that you can throw around your neck. And that's also nice when you go, for example, to the food store or walk around in the city. I usually, of course, want to take off my hat, and then when you have a hood, you can just put it down, and then you have your scarf to hold it in place. So that's my plan. It's really, I want it to be practical but still stylish. So I will show you more about my upcoming hood, knitted hood design as well. So I have many ideas popping into my head and things I want to knit. So I'm really happy with being able to share them with you. And I hope that you have enjoyed this knitting podcast episode. And I would be really happy if you could like the podcast, and of course subscribe to my channel. And please also leave a comment below on what you are knitting right now. I would be really happy to hear about your knitting plans for October, and also what you think of my design ideas. That was everything for today. So I hope I will see you soon again, and that you will enjoy knitting and enjoy some beautiful fall days in October. See you soon again. Bye bye.